Love it when the button works. I just realized that I'm streaming in 60 FPS for this, like,
Oh, 60 FPS. Oh,
Oh
all
no,
right.
goodbye!
Oh no. All right. I knew this was a probability. That's not. Oh no.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. Like I've said before, it's just sort of sitting there. So if it ever gets bumped, but no, I was gonna say 60 FPS.
For this,
6,000 uh, kilobytes. Like just all that going on.
oh, this is only 5,000
Oh my
bit
God.
rate.
Well, it should be nice and crisp though.
Yeah, no, you should get plenty of pixels for the 200 the 200 by 320 video game that we're playing.
Oh my God. Well, it'll be even crisper for the second half too. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll
where it's
be good. We'll need it there.
where we need the bit for.
Yeah,
Okay. Huh, Trilby's notes.
yeah. Sly's fine. Still here.
Again, this is like a suit. Like I'm. It's literally a like just like a Logitech webcam on top of my monitor. I don't webcam myself on my own streams, so
I
but we're not there.
I've peer pressured him into it.
The stream layout kind of looked bad without two.
It kind of did. It looks better now. There's the two of us and there's Trilby thinking. Yeah, no, like, if you had a like CRT monitor, then easy, it just sits on top, no problem.
Um, I've seen like wide CRT monitors from like the really. Oh, I'm really quiet again.
Define really quiet, 'cause like I can put myself down. The problem,
Yeah,
let
so,
me make the game make noise. Oh, now you don't want to make noise. Come on. Yeah, the problem is that the game is crazy loud.
yeah, the issue with all of these is that actually I guess it wasn't an issue in 7 days. It had internal audio slider.
Yeah, 7 Days had an internal audio slider. We just got rid of that.
This game and 5 don't, and they reload every time
Every screen
a
transition.
new area. Yeah, every screen transition, the audio just resets to 100. 7 did this as well, but there was an internal. So, like, without a voice meter set up,
Yeah, I guess if I were a real streamer, then yeah, I would pipe Trilby's notes through voice meter, turn the voice meter down, and then
'cause I assume I'm like as loud as I can be without being too loud. Out of
let me see if there's anything that I can do. Oh wait. I remember bumping you up to 200% user volume, but apparently that
oh
didn't stick. So,
again, okay.
oh, there you go. Now you're up to negative 15 decibels, which is about where I get when I talk.
Oh, okay. Well, that is louder.
All right, hopefully that's better. Oop, everything's fine.
But yeah, I kind of expect a PC game from nearly 2 decades ago to have weird problems. That's just sort of how it is.
The only thing that I want to give it a little bit of crap for is that I don't think I've ever run into another AGS game that has this problem. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like overrode the enter screen to like set volume to 100 so that like if they like because we're modifying sound by like disabling sound or setting it to weird things. I don't know. I would have to decompile this game and look at it in an AGS editor that I'm sure is from, 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, also from with Trilby's notes, we are in 2006, I believe, on the release. I believe it was 2003, 2005, 2006, 2007. So,
Which still could be an AGS from 20 years ago. Like, you don't usually...
yes. You don't usually. That's why I say 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
so,
So the game is going to do what the game's going to do, but at least we're balanced now.
yes.
All right. Well, I think we can resume. Ask Abed about unicorn.
Yes. So previously, our last.
Yeah, I'm going to just type this up while you...
Yeah. Our last event was following Freehorn.
Yes.
He had purchased a harpsichord that was made from wood of this old tavern called the Unicorn.
Yeah.
And was Freehorn was this guy who was like really into occult rumors.
Yeah. And the unicorn had a bunch of rumors around it. It seemed it was super cursed or whatever.
Yeah, and like his husband comes home and is like, "Why did you buy a giant harpsichord? What are you doing?" And then in the night,
No, honey, don't worry about it. It's cursed.
Yeah, it's great. It's cursed. Oh, okay. And then in the night, the prince, the tall man, etc., the man of many titles.
Yes.
Basically possesses William, I believe his name was.
That sounds right.
And maybe Wilhelm, but has him playing the piano kind of creepily in the night. Freehorn shoots him.
Yeah, so when Freehorn comes down, he sees the tall man playing the piano, and he's like, "Look, I know this guy. If I don't kill him, he's gonna kill me." And so he shoots him.
And it's his boyfriend, and then realizes, I've done some wrong to this man. Immediately kneels and goes, "Look, my life is yours. Don't kill me." And the prince like, "Yeah, all right. Look, somebody finally give me respect. All right, I'm good.
I'll set up 10,000 anti-charities in your name."
Yeah."
Something like that.
Basically.
I mean, I don't know. His husband's dead. What else are you gonna do?
Fall very deep into his hobby, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, so the point was we once we got out of that, it's like, well,
we're back tracing the wood, basically.
Yeah.
We've gone from the idol to a
shipping crate.
And then the shipping crate to the harpsichord. The harpsichord was brought over and was like, somebody brought it to the O'Malley shipping company and said, "This is cursed. Please destroy it. I need you to
But not this is cursed, please destroy it. This is cursed, please use it to make other things and spread them across the world." So
that actually might. You raise a good point. That's the opposite. That's not destroying it. That's okay. Yeah.
Though I guess the soul is contained in a very small part of the wood, apparently, since it seems to only be following one piece of it.
Is this okay? I know you the ship of Theseus gets brought up a lot in like different contexts. I think we might actually be in like a ship of Theseus situation where like if we turn a harpsichord into a crate, is it still the same thing? What I guess the answer is yes, right? We are directly saying yes to the question.
The problem is the innate the mystery of the soul, right? Mm-hmm. That's the big philosophical question of like when do human beings get souls or whatever? Except instead of that, it's what part of the wood has a soul in it?
Right, the phylactery of Theseus.
Yes, the phylactery of Theseus. All right. But yeah, so now we're looking for the unicorn, and I think we just came in here because it's like, I don't know, maybe one of these this is where the artifacts live.
Yeah, we came in here because we've been looking for like wooden artifacts, and well, this is a room with things, you know.
But since Abed's here, like, my dude.
Hey, what do you know about unicorn? All right. My shingle.
Yes, I did.
Picked it up as a curiosity at an antique fair years ago. Dates from the Elizabethan.
A shingle, huh?
I can't find a buy. Oh, it's a look.
I might.
Possibly.
I may have to touch it to assess the texture.
The texture. Yeah, yes. Please do so. As long as you're not going to diss it straight over your knee.
I'm starting to get weird vibes from this guy who has been conspicuously right next door every time we had a vision.
So conspicuously next door every time we've had a vision, and also is like very actively like occult bullshit. Like not occult bullshit, but occult, comma, bullshit. Ancient shingle from the establishment called the Unicorn. All right, we have we're about to get a flashback here from touching the shingle.
What are we? I genuinely don't know what we're talking about. It said it was leaning against the table. Does that mean it's this actually?
Oh, hold on. By shingle, do they mean like we're not talking a roof shingle. We're talking like the hung like sign.
Those are called shingles?
Maybe like look at the thing. It's the unicorn's head half painted. That's what it is. It's one of those signs that if you're in an RPG, there's a sign that tells you this is where
Prancing
the inn
Pony
is. This is where the item shop is. There's a sword over here.
Yeah.
We know. Yeah.
Means the business sign. All right. I learned a new word.
Jingle.
All right. Like a hologram. Wood grain and mediocre brushstrokes. Trilby.
Everyone's a critic. Alright. So now we're in the room alone with, anyway, July 28th, somewhere in Wales.
July 28th.
1581.
Owen Somerset.
Owen Somerset. That's a name we know.
Is it?
Yes, Somerset is, John Somerset from Seven. That's the 6 months dead.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. On his way back with his wife and family in London, having glidden some business dealings and...
It's a British name.
Summerstorm found the end.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's how people talk. Right?
Owen was in a good mood.
Yeah. It's a good time. Decide to inquire for a room for the night. I'm going to do that. I'm going to inquire for a room for the night. It lets me inquire. Okay, actually, hold on. I want to talk about this cape. I love it.
Ooh. I like the way you can see it kind of moving. Like, yeah. Also, we have like a little hat.
Yeah. No. Owen is stylish.
Yeah, Owen's. This has got to be like I like the over the shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. Like it only shows up when we're standing still, because when we're moving. But yeah, I'm liking Owen. He seems like a very genial guy, and I hope nothing bad happens to him.
Well, clearly everything should be fine. Let's inquire.
Let's inquire for a room for the night. Oh, come on!
Inquire for a room.
I'm inquiring.
Inquire about a boot. I'm a little sad that it did.
No, okay. So I looked this up because I saw Enquire with an E on a British website and I was confused. So in America, we don't really have we actually don't use the word enquire at all, really. We use inquire and enquire essentially the same thing. In England, they draw a distinction. An inquiry is something like by professionals. Like you would get an inquiry at work if someone is examining like your for fraud or whatever.
But if I'm inquiring,
yeah,
then I'm just asking.
That's just a question.
a question.
So yeah, like if you have a thing on your website, it's like for inquiries, please email whatever. If you're saying with an E, like that's just like, yeah, if you have any questions, you want to contact me. If you have an I, that's like
For inquiries, email me here. For enquiries,
exactly.
that's over
For
here.
inquiries, you need to talk to my lawyer.
Okay,
Yes.
so we do want to inquire here.
I do. I definitely want to inquire, but I don't know why this text parser isn't getting me. I mean, there, obviously. Especially because it seems to
Inquire innkeeper about room?
inquire innkeeper keeper about room. Yes.
It worked. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Would it be possible to secure a bed for the night?
Be a wiser man than I. Leave. What?
What?
There's... Curse upon this inn. I will not have an innocent doomed to the same fate as I. Oh boy. So, it's a bad time to come into the inn, obviously.
I want to try leaving.
Okay.
I think I need to save. I'm out of saves, right?
Yeah, I think you need to save over...
Oh god, I don't know why this screen looks this way. Why does it redraw every time?
Okay.
Well,
Open door. Damn.
are you sure, man?
We... Alright.
Oh, fine.
Inquire about curse.
Ooh.
The devil cannot be bought off, my friend.
What devil?
Built by my father 20 years ago. Alright, tell me more. Fallen oak, he stumbled upon an island north of here.
All right, so we've got back to tree.
We're actually at the tree. Yeah, we're at, like, source, right? Like, you can't go further back.
Oh, this is what I want to do.
Madness and death claims those who stay here.
I want to get buried and have a tree planted in front of me. And then I can curse people for centuries.
That's true. On exactly July 28th.
Yeah. I pressed tab.
Oh, how could I, Trilby, possibly have known what Owen was carrying that day?
Well, clearly there's gold.
We assumedly.
I feel like whatever I ask him about is just going
Yeah.
to continue the conversation.
And the innkeeper is resigned to fate. You know what?
Kind of sucks to have an inn and then just be like, anyone who comes in to be like, hey, no.
Ah,
This is so silly. I'm inquiring about a room again.
okay. We are insistent. Look, it's storming. We can't leave. I need a room. There's no other option. This is not on you if I am attacked by the devil.
I tried insisting, but the game wouldn't let me.
Yeah. Pay whatever price you ask.
Take the upstairs room.
It's free if you're not. It's free if you're alive.
That's a pretty good deal. Sort of the opposite of the, if you die, you're innocent, and if you live, you're a witch. It's like, well,
You have a possibility of it going well for you.
yeah, if you live, you don't have to pay. Apparently, just go straight up the stairs into the one room. Well, I'm sure this is fine. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
All right. It's technically
Early-
the morning.
Early morning, something jolted Owen from his slumber. Oh boy.
If you die, your ghost will owe 10 gold a night.
It's true, that's also piercing sound. No. Uh-oh.
I hear fire crackling.
You can see on the bottom right.
Well, Really?
Well, a blaze had been set in front of the door. We do have an object we could cover it with.
Oh no!
It sucks, but we have a nice object that would cover this.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Phew. Cape's fine.
Replace it with it.
Okay, the fire's fine.
Just smothered. I guess we can.
Yeah.
Oh, upstairs there's a dresser.
Oh yeah. Yeah, open cabinet. Okay, yeah.
I see it.
Take.
Yep,
You can
yep.
even see it. Hold on. Like
Yeah, on that bed.
you go behind it.
And it's a, yeah.
Anyway, take sheet. Presumably for comfort.
Comfort.
Still
I
can't
know
check the
it?
inventory.
And awkward stairs.
I'm having a time. Oh.
Yeah.
A little unsubtle, I feel.
The innkeeper said the wood came from a tree on an island.
Yeah. Did he name the island?
No, we just had tree and then... Could that have been... We're on an island right now, by the way. Just FYI.
If only there were a single clue. This is the second
Also-
time we have a paper on the floor, huh?
We're missing a friend in this room.
Yeah, no, he just left when we were having a weird vision. Said, this is normal. I guess.
Look. Alright, so let's read the paper.
I know you are following a trail. Go to the roof if you wish to proceed. Interesting.
Hi.
Oh, also.
Okay.
So, wait, does that imply Langman has been leaving these? Because he's been gone, like, the whole game.
Well... Yeah, probably,
Like
because, like, there either there are two pieces of paper, and he just ignored the first one, or...
Yeah. That's just how people communicate on this island. It's just it's a really local tradition of you just... You slip papers under especially when someone is zoning out. You're like, that's fine. I'll just leave a paper on the floor.
I'll just leave a paper on the floor.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright, so we're at victim 2.
Victim 2. The second man who desired judgment was the innkeeper, who had bought the wood of the tree and built from it his house. The prince came to him and his guest, and he struck the innkeeper down, and the innkeeper knew the name of the king. And the prince turned to the innkeeper's guest, and he said, "You shall not let live, for once before I have made this warning, and still my soul aches with what is done to the wood that is my soul, and I will spare no man who injures me in this way." All I did was, like, sleep. Like, the bed wasn't made from your soul.
Yeah.
Probably.
Rude.
And the innkeeper's guest knew the name of the king.
So we did have mention of, like, Owen having, like, a wife and kid, which means we can just assume that Somerset goes another 800 years of
fine.
lineage.
It's normal.
Yeah, that's how conservation of naming works. Anyway, we do have a direction.
Yeah, no, just gotta get to the roof. Let me go ahead and... Yeah.
Knew the name of the king is a statement that's been said in most of these. All right.
Of course, now that we know how to get to the... Hold on, is that a letter, like a paper cutter?
Yeah.
Was that always there? A porcelain leg?
Do you remember what was at the top of the building? You should go check it out. It's at the top of these stairs.
Yeah, I mean, there was just the empty empty room with the door we couldn't open. Like empty. Like this all has the carpeting, and that did not have carpeting, and then there was just a door that was either locked or jammed, and then we unlocked it, and then it would not open.
Yes. But do you remember what was at the top of that in the other side?
Was there a body?
Like, obviously we can't see it here.
Yeah. Just in case. Did you open the door for us, buddy? Yeah, okay.
Is that anything on the wall, or is that just a weird line? Okay, thanks. It's just a weird line. Had to know.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so up at the top.
Oh, yeah. Porcelain mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not typing mannequin.
Okay.
Oh, great. All right, so what? We've got 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head.
That does look like what we're missing. So we now have a.
Well, I found a leg just sitting on the thing, so.
Yeah.
Not sure.
And we have twice as many places to check too, because like we don't know if it's
Yeah.
which way we need to go.
Yeah, this is like. What was it? I've heard it said that the central like game mechanic of adventure games is narcissism. Like the idea that because something changed for you, something has changed about the universe. I forget if I can open doors in here. I mean, there is a head in here. It's not like a mannequin head.
Okay. No.
Fine. Fine, I'll only look at porcelain heads. No, sorry.
And we only go in so many rooms anyway, on the backside here.
Yeah. Meh.
That little like dial tone.
Yeah.
In the background. The number you are calling has been disconnected.
Nope, this all looks normal.
Yeah. Oh, there's got to be one in the safe, right?
Oh my god, I hope so. But I don't think we opened the safe on this side. Yeah.
No, I don't think we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's easier to scour this side first because we don't get forcibly ejected.
It's true.
Hey, buddy.
I mean, yeah, it's just a painting. It's fine. Is it bloodier than it used to be?
Might be.
I don't see anything, though.
No.
Yeah, the meat.
Nothing here. Nothing
No.
here. No. Nothing here.
We found nothing at all here. I feel like in either room, so that like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Yeah, this door still doesn't open, I assume.
Yeah, and then we have the downstairs, which is where we got the water. Well, we're not going back there again.
I mean, we might be able to take more meat.
It's true.
Oh, there was a wine bottle in the other world for some reason. And that we couldn't take.
Yeah, there was a wine bottle in the world. Do we still have cola?
We still have cola.
Okay.
I don't know what the cola is for.
Damn. Alright. Other than outside front, that's the last area we haven't checked.
Can I take this head?
Oh.
Fine. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, good choice. Too far away. Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't stop me. Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, cola is for making you more anxious, huh?
That could be true. You drink the cola and you get a little bit more...
You get jittery.
Okay, I think the safe has to have one.
Gotta be. Though I kind of would respect the check.
Will
Oh, wait.
not.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Probably not one in the... Okay.
The Chekhov safe. Kind of
Well,
respect it.
we did need to come in here.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, we're finding them just all over the place now. Oh! Abed! How's it going?
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Uh-oh.
Meh.
You want to... I didn't drink. We can give a cola.
We could. Do you want... I mean... The problem is if the cola does make us go into the other world, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's also true. We could save and then give a cola.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that doesn't seem to do anything.
Should we talk about anything else? Like shingle? Or... Oh. Yeah.
Beer and spirits, wretched filth.
Filth. Oh.
Okay. The wine I couldn't take earlier. Deal.
Okay, great. You know what? We can do that. Well, we might be able to do that.
Is the door locked on this side?
No, it should be open if you open it on one side. You have to go back, though, to the other room to the right.
Why?
Because you're certainly not going to be able to cross to get the wine unless it's on the left.
Yeah, but I could... And then by the time I go downstairs, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's not on this side.
No, it is not.
There's one wine bottle.
Why couldn't I take this before? I mean, I know the answer because I'm a game developer, and it's because something dangerous is going to happen now that they've got me cornered.
We forced you to make this move.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Or not.
No, none of these games have like the ability to completely like to save in a situation where you would be unable to act.
Okay, they just need us to leave the room.
Yeah, that's the force here.
All right, that's fine. There's still no mannequin legs.
We can check the collecting room. Okay, nothing here.
Nothing.
Nothing here.
Yeah, we've got
We're
so
missing arm and head.
arm and head. Presumably. Maybe we don't need a head.
Yeah, arm minimum. Well.
The professor disappeared is the only thing. Oh!
You were correct.
Of whom I had grown fond. Did you? Had known nothing of the horror. He was blameless and ignorant.
He was completely certain that there was no that there were no occult things going on.
I mean, he tried.
That is a... Oh. And yeah, we are forced to do this. Because that's a porcelain head.
Yeah.
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 But you were right about the game putting you in a place to make sure things happen.
Yeah. So that means we're just missing an arm. But we looked all over here, right?
Yeah,
We kind of looked all over the other place, too.
We haven't looked in the
hotel rooms, yeah.
So.
All right.
That's the big one. I think most of them are on floor 2 anyway.
So, at least one is on floor 1, isn't it? I thought our room was on floor 1. Whatever, this isn't hard.
Yeah. Oh, there's the back door, too.
That's true. Cool.
I love those things.
My favorite part is that I am, like, shocked by them for apparently the exact correct amount of time.
Like, good timing. Just...
Like...
Something's wrong here.
That does not seem quite right.
Okay. So, floor 2 at least has some rooms for us, for certain.
Yeah.
We're one piece away, so...
Okay, nothing in Siobhan's room.
Nope.
Come on.
At least we, can
Yeah,
take
this wasn't a thing, yeah.
Because our room was up one floor?
Yeah, yeah. Which, you know, if it works, hopefully that puts us right where, you know.
Right. Hopefully.
This does not seem like fire code compliant. Oh, whoops.
No, take another pill.
Is this us, maybe? Yeah, okay.
And there it is.
Excellent.
Alright. Now we've got everything.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
But hey, we get to keep the wine. I guess we don't drink.
Yeah, we don't drink. Well.
Well, let's test the, Alright.
Also, that worked. Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe. That could be a false negative.
It felt fast.
False positive.
Alright,
Okay, it just does
Yeah.
them all.
I sense it's only get changed back in the real world. What kind of
ridiculous
ridiculous fucking mechanism is this?
Something in the world has changed.
Well, at least it says that, you know, like...
Yeah, it is like, okay, this should be related, but like it is good that the game like directly says like, come on.
So the door is unlocked now.
Yeah.
Because we cursed it. We uncursed it.
We finished the ritual
Alright.
of unlocking. Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Sure, it's fine. What's that? Oh, it's a paper held down by a rock.
Alright, paper.
Where are we? Anyway. Oh,
Clambrowland Island.
it's
July
efficient.
28th, 1501.
You get the paper and the thing you need to touch, like all in
Yeah.
one little
Well, a
package.
paper can be a product of a tree.
Yeah? You're right. You're right. I've heard of that happening.
It's possible to do this.
Yeah. It's a giant fucking tree.
Yeah, it's a huge tree.
I'm tired, Father. It's the King's Quest guy. Hold on. This is slander.
She was in the business of carpentry for years.
Father, look at those stones. Yeah, like, that is the tiniest house. Then a gigantic tree.
Mm-hmm. Father?
That's the music
Yeah.
that usually says I should be doing something.
You have an action.
What did Boyle do next? Bonk. Bonked him.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. But also, by the way, look at that the background in the dark world. We get the like castle over there. It's cool.
Oh, we kicked her so hard she woke up in the dark world. Saw this horrible man. What doll?
What's all?
Written by a writer. Oh no, we're giving up the pills.
Yeah. Then leave.
Yes. Okay, we're okay.
Leave
I know enough now.
I know where the Wood King.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem to think it was that was sufficient. No.
Oh, by the way, we never read it. We touched it.
Meet me in the hotel basement. I must show you my discovery.
Uh-huh.
Alright, victim 1, the woodcutter. The first of those against whom the prince sought vengeance was the woodcutter, he who had held the axe that first felled the tree. The prince came to him and his son, and he struck the woodcutter down, and the woodcutter knew the name of the king. And the prince turned to the woodcutter's son, and he said, You I shall let live, for you are young and you are innocent, and that you may go among your people and tell them of what I will wrought. And the woodcutter's son fled and told all of what he had seen, but the men of technology are arrogant, and his words were unheeded. All right.
So yeah, that was the first time the prince got a little murder happy, and he went, maybe, look, it's just some kid.
Plus he threw a rock at me.
Threw a rock at me. I ain't messing with that kid. Alright, so we're gonna do something really smart, and we're gonna go to the basement to talk to an extremely trustworthy fellow.
Yeah, I mean, he gave us the pills. Like, he seems like a straightforward guy.
If I were some ancient evil demigod and somebody threw a rock at me, I'd be, like, that's the response. Alright, cool. But yeah, we are also stuck here now, so...
Yeah. I'm replacing ritual time with ritual time. Who knows when we're gonna need a save. They might let us get all the way to the basement. That's probable, I think.
That's where it wants us to go, or has told us to go.
I don't know if I should be looking around for any other inventory items, but... Beetles are gone.
However, there's a spot there. Up top, near where the wine rack is.
Like the light?
No, you look at the... I think you just look.
Okay, the hand is still fine.
A large section of the floor had dug a hole in the foundations. That's a hole in the back.
Oh, I see.
That's why the beetles are gone.
Yeah, I do. Can I just drink the water? No. We're doing the fucking end game here.
Yeah, it's the end of the game. Well, also this room's cool.
What is that?
Flitting back and forth between the real world and the dark twin. A gigantic stump in the middle of the room.
Yeah, like what? Chain?
Chains hanging from the walls.
Alright. So... Yeah.
Remains of the tree, the wood, later being used to construct an inn, a harpsichord, a shipping crate, and an idol.
And the wood, and the wood, and the idol, and the idol, and the shipping crate, and the crate, and the cord, and the cord, and the inn, and the inn, and the tree, and the tree, and the island, in the soul of the dead. Anyway. Something like that. I can feel the same scrabbling in my mind. Yeah, okay.
We have one last,
Very reasonable. Touch stump.
July
28th.
28th. 55 BC. We're a ways back.
A little bit. Cabadath, a Celtic druid.
Return of his friend and colleague Galden, who brings news of the invasion by the Roman.
Yep, sure. Certain,
fallen out of favor.
for certain radical beliefs and activities.
Cabineth lives in solitude in this remote forest clearing. He prefers not to travel himself.
Golden. Oh no. They could not be deterred by our sorcery.
Uh-oh.
The-
Oh, the great druids.
Yes. Perhaps the activities for which I was ostracized could yet spell an answer. I know what you claim.
Ah, we got magic with a K.
Love it. It's my favorite kind of magic.
The ethereal realm filled with demons and other creatures. Welcome
Okay.
to a familiar room.
Yeah. Learned of many powerful demons and elementals. Good. Oh, this is gonna go well.
There's one spoken only reluctantly, a beast possessing an awesome power. Most terrible of them all, strikes fear even in the most unflappable creatures.
I like how even in 55 BC, these druids all think this guy is full of shit.
A pain elemental, the only pain elemental, ruler of a desolate wasteland where none venture. Invulnerable, hugely potent beast that feeds on agony of others.
Yeah, my dude, even if
And today
is his day. Yeah. Yeah, this guy sounds like bad news. Like, yeah. How does that help, man?
I have much knowledge. With the correct bindings, we can force any demon to my will. Do you remember the other names that the prince had? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, never call up what you cannot put down. It's exactly why I don't want to have more dogs than I can take in a fight. Exact same thing.
I bring you gifts.
Ooh.
I call you with madness. I summon you with greatest loss.
Just gonna just fucking stab
I
the
need to know
guy.
your true name.
Shozo.
So we got this Cabineth druid summoning Chizo. Hey,
Cool.
what up?
By Tutates.
It is, a little larger. But, you know, it must obey the rules of magic. Oh, that was magic without a K. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Well, I fucked up.
It's eating you with its eye.
Help. No.
Yep, I'm not dealing with this shit.
Beg you. No, don't let him take me alive. No. Chizo, of course, has no use for meat. It feeds on pain.
That explains the like bodies you found that were just flayed.
Yes.
Like particularly rare morsel. Okay.
His soul placed inside an oak sapling on the site of his old home to grant his body immortality.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, the phylactery.
Yeah, fair enough.
Tree grew, he knew torment beyond his more depraved imaginings, being a tree.
Eh. Yeah.
You didn't leave.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This cave is the center of the reality shift.
Center. And the prince, the tall man, was also once referred to as the arrogant man. I like that. Isn't it wild?
Placing the soul of John Defoe into the wood alongside Cabadath's.
So, the prince, also known as, we keep referring to John in this manner, huh?
He had a lot of pain, I guess. I'm not sure that John knew much about science. But whatever. It was on the first paper.
Yes. So the John Defoe was also referred to as the bridge in the first one.
Our order. Oh no, Langman is evil.
What?
Gasp.
Jack Freehorn founded the order. Freehorn,
The man of his word.
made 10,000 charities, anti-charities.
It mentioned John Defoe. And it mentioned you.
You.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. All three aspects of John Defoe had to be destroyed to create the bridge. Body, mind, and soul. We killed the body, not the soul or the mind.
What is the difference between soul and mind?
We'll get more into that.
Alright. I should try to persuade you to join our cause. Yeah, what is the... I want to hear the pitch here.
Yeah.
We're gonna, destroy the world and burn everything into chaos.
I thought if I showed you all the appropriate passages from our books, I got you the pamphlets. The pamphlets. You read the pamphlets, right? The pamphlets.
I thought it was really clear.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Anyway.
I don't see how this, destroys his soul or mind, but whatever.
Stabbing us is not
Oh, he just passed out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So we can't, do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Siobhan. After your staggering ineptitude in Defoe Manor, the Order needed to nudge things along. The Order need to. The Order collective nouns. Brits.
Yeah.
Connection to Chozo Administrate is coming. Today might be the only opportunity we have all year.
So
Is it July 28th?
Yes. So this is not to do the bridge. This is specifically to get the tall man out. Just to summon the tall man fully, and then the tall man will guide us to Chizo.
Why did you stab me?
What if I'm dead by the time he gets here? You won't be. We have a bloody... Is that our bloody jacket?
Yeah, I don't know what I thought it was a book. Maybe it is our jacket.
Alright. So
There's
we
the
can
idol.
talk. We can take actions here. We got the
Yeah. Oh.
I called you from the north. Don't worry, you got some time.
Yeah. Well,
You've got... I can see the idol on the stump next to me, the bloody waistcoat in the corner.
yeah. Siobhan and Langman are here.
Can we talk to anyone?
Probably not Siobhan.
Probably not. Oh. We can try.
How do you spell his name?
Two N's.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Alright.
Well, you can talk to Langman about something.
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
It's literally just that he was born here and killed with the wood.
Alright.
That's it could have been anyone.
Just needed someone to be killed with the wood.
Yeah, the earlier Linkman said, like, they've been waiting 2,000 years for this happenstance to occur.
Okay.
You can talk about Kabadeth or such. Yeah.
Why are you summoning the tall man? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it went quite badly.
Sure, sure.
You seem to have a difference between magic and magic with a K.
So we summoned the tall man to, like, just... But...
Felt a stab of pain, that's bad. Can we talk about, anything else? That's not good.
Alright. Tried. Oh, reality twist something something madness
Yeah.
something something.
Oh, that's a good one.
See, I was gonna leave you here. Tempt him with the 3 blessed agonies. The mind, the body, and the soul. My mind is always in agony.
And we're in a bad way.
Damn.
You're pretty close.
Alright, alright. What was it? Not Calabash. That's a place in North Carolina.
Kabadeth.
Cabadaff? Oh, damn it. Okay, whatever.
Can you try moving?
Sorry?
Can you try moving? Get up. Ah, okay. No. No wiggle. Ah.
Failed at his duty. Oh no.
You're unable to speak.
Oh, video games. Ooh. Yeah, can't do
You're out.
anything. I think we're dead at this point.
Well.
I'm gonna save a different
You
thing.
absolutely should not save over your current one.
Yeah.
I died. As we mentioned, we're here for the pain, not the death.
Yeah.
So we fucked up the ritual by dying.
Yes.
I really like that solution. Oh, hi. Leave me alone.
Well, I'm dead. Mind and soul. Two separately, they're drifting. Forget it.
Trilby extremely done.
Who are you to tell me what my duty is?
I'm sick of prophecy.
Look, there's a sixth game, or there's a fourth game.
Yeah, this game was made with a fourth game planned.
That's it. The fourth game is already out. Like, no, this guy's talking sense. So is this John?
Someone. We're alive.
Was she trying to do CPR? Because I imagine that's very challenging with a, like, stab wound.
Yeah, that probably doesn't help.
Where's my waistcoat?
No! The prince took my waistcoat. What a jerk.
Yeah, okay.
Do not.
Do not touch it.
Do not touch.
All right.
It's across from me. We have this nice little shot. He's got bandages from a
Yeah.
stab wound.
Hat. Idol.
Hat. The hotel staff. Oh no! I can't believe the hotel staff are all dead.
How many people were really employed there?
We saw one.
We did see one. Seem to have also vanished, which does not surprise me in the least.
Yeah.
Siobhan signed the Official Secrets Act. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, like, the idol being here is awful and the worst, but on the other, it being somewhere else would in fact be worse than this.
Yeah, so this is sort of our reason for why it is where it is in 7, which Trilby will certainly talk about in a moment.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot it into space.
I was dead. I literally died. I super died. How did I not die? Who was that strange man in red?
Strange man in red. Sorry. Yeah, I'm alive. Fucking statue. Right, yeah, now you've just made it more, right?
Right. But also, Langman did say that destroying all 3 bits of John Defoe is like their plan.
Right, and I guess this is his soul, right?
Yes, this is his soul. So if I destroy it, they win.
All right, I've got a really good plan.
How could I hide this so that literally it can't be destroyed? I shall have to think about this. And of course, this is written on the 29th of July.
The fulfillment of the prophecy continues. They got their D-pads on their coats.
Yeah.
They took our coat!
We took our coat for blood. And here's our prince art.
Oh my goodness. At the time there came a man from the land of technology, and though his wisdom was great and his power advanced, he had the willfulness of his fellows, so he was the arrogant man. And on the 8th and 20th day of the 7th month of the year, I don't think they had the same calendar at that point, King gazed upon land technology, saw the arrogant man who spake thus, O king, I beseech you, for this land has become corrupt without your benevolent hand, and darkness seeks to envelop us all. I demand of you to cross the border between our lands and make things right, for my power is great, and I have it in my power to control even one as great as you. And the king was rightly amused, for while the arrogant man's power was indeed great, the king's power was greater still. And the king said, I will not submit myself, for firstly, my power is greater than yours, and I'm not yours to command. Secondly, while my capabilities are many, it is impossible for me to enter the land of technology, for the border is a dark and treacherous ocean I cannot will away. But I will do this for you, O arrogant man. For all the bigness of your head, you are still small enough to be spared the rigors of the dark ocean. I shall rescue you from the darkness in the land of technology, and you shall live in my household, and here you will learn humility. And as the king said it, so it was so, and the arrogant man crossed the ocean to the house of the king, where he was brought before his majesty, who said, Now you must repay me for the slight your arrogance caused me, for despite your insult, I love you, as I love every man and beast, and you must learn to take this love into your heart.
That's definitely what happened.
And the king took the body and mind of the arrogant man and separated them from his soul, and this he placed in a great tree in the land of technology, and with this action he announced, Now you are the tree, and the tree is you, and the wood is your soul. With this gift of separation your body shall not wither or die throughout your lessons. But should any man interfere with the tree that is your soul, on the day that is mine, I shall lend you the power to confront them and strike them down with fitting vengeance. And then he touched the arrogant man and filled his heart with a warming love, and the arrogant man became the prince, and he knew the name of the king. And the prince and the court of the king bowed down and wept and sang with great praise in the name of the king, for great and generous was his wisdom. Whew, this is going by real fast.
Yeah. That's a very fun, like... Yeah, that's definitely what happened when... here's...
That's just credits. Oh, there's triumphant. We did it.
But yeah, that's definitely what happened when Kamenov got pulled into the land of technology. That was the conversation they absolutely not had. By God, help me! Please!
I love you so much.
Well, yeah.
And you will live forever while you learn.
Look. Your power is great, but no, you are like a puny ant to me. Come on. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I do think you're right. Not just anyone murdered with the wood would work. It needed to be on July 28th.
That is correct.
That's why it took so long.
So it was a... Kamenov definitely went, oh, I love you. Yes. For thousands of years. So, it wasn't like like the happenstance that came to make John Defoe weren't 2,000 years. It was more like 2006.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, I recognize that one.
This is higher res. I should take this. Actually, I think I just stretched it out weird. That's why it looks bad.
So that's Trilby's notes.
That's Trilby's notes.
I really like the way this plays, and I adore the final puzzle. Like, I know that the game takes a lot of time to, like, telegraph what you have to do there, but, like, I love that the final solution to the disrupting the ritual is die.
Yeah, no, I like it because it's very tense. Like, you're watching him do this ritual, he's doing the thing, like, you're like, okay, I only have this much time, I've got to do, I've got to figure out how to disrupt this ritual before he completes it.
And trying to, like, okay, maybe I can talk at him, maybe I can get information out, maybe I can move. No, you're bleeding out, stabbed on a stump. You can barely see the room.
Yeah, no, it's really cute. It's really tense. It's a well done bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it spends so much time making you think you've missed your chance. Exactly.
I presume there's a bad end where you don't die in time. Yeah,
that's true, actually. Hold on.
Yeah, you just load it. I think you were the final prompt. This is actually. Yeah, you were.
This concludes the text of the notes.
Yeah, you. Trilby remains missing in action.
Okay, just no bad end. Sadly, just death.
Just a dead end, same as if you got hit by the bugs. You were on final input.
Yeah, good. Good for me.
And like you tried it earlier. You actually do have to like take
Yeah.
actions to wear yourself out. If you just try to like do it normally, you aren't actually at the point. Like there's the point where it says the only thing keeping me alive is
my own will. Yeah. Yeah, the line about Trilby being the type of man to go out on his own terms was way more on the nose than I remember. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did try to die earlier, and it did not work.
But it gave you a different, like, it didn't give you I don't recognize that word.
Yeah.
Which is pretty meaningful in a lot of bits.
But yeah, no, that was really fun. Yeah, the going back and forth between the areas was pretty fun. I liked the little bit of lateral thinking you needed to do, like to get like the door that was open in the dark realm but not open in the normal world. So you just had to like take the pills and walk through the door.
And then you were in the light. You were in the normal.
The light version, yeah.
When you normally couldn't have been.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I really liked the kind of lateral thinking that enabled. The text parts didn't bother me too much. I had to type open door a lot.
You did. You had to type open door. You had to take pills.
And yeah, the fact that it had text parser meant that there was no options menu, so.
Well, it also worked for like, the fact that you were able to inquire was fun.
Yeah, I did like being able to inquire about room, inquire innkeeper about room. I don't feel like that's had to move closer many times. That's true. But like, so one of the things that's frustrating about point and click games is pixel hunting, right? Mm-hmm. And I actually feel like this game did a really good job of avoiding that, because if you just typed look, it would give it to you, right?
You just had to look at it like that the last bit where you're in the cellar, like you just look at the room and it's like, oh, look, there's a hole in the back of the room.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
So like it eat pill.
Eat pill.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
You didn't have any water for a while, so.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, at some point we'd have the watery pill water.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's always the I don't understand love.
I enjoy like we only have 3 other characters, and I like the fact that because we see Abed after like every one of the first like 3 or 4, it's like, okay, are you involved here? Like there's at least that bit of misdirect.
Yeah.
Where obviously like the moment we get a note from Lankman with the paper,
Yeah.
like come on, now we know what's up. But
yeah, no, Abed was just genuinely did not understand what was going on.
yeah, just I mean, I'm here to sell. Sure, I'll sell you the shingle. Just don't break it.
You have to learn what a shingle was. That's fun. I enjoyed stab with lockpick being parsing his kick. Yep, that yeah, I do think the game was pretty generous with what it would give to you.
There's a lot of points where it has a pretty wide amount of like inputs it'll take. Because like the one of the others that has that worked for you is putting the limbs back on the wall. I think that one has also a bunch of like, look, you just have to do any sort of action that resembles putting these on the wall.
Yeah, and like all the limbs were interchangeable. Like take leg, it's like you take the arm. It's like
you take the
okay. So yeah, it was very forgiving.
Really, well, especially because like you at that like small resolution, it's like, is that a leg or an arm? Or
right.
What is that?
But I really liked it.
But my only like, as far as like bits I'm not a fan of, I kind of wish the movement speed wasn't as slow as it was when you're going up those stairs.
Yeah, the big thing that I did not like was just literally the hotel. Like the hotel part of the hotel was
like the 4 floors, and like here's all these doors, and
like just
a ton of them don't mean anything.
Can you just at least, if you wanted to have that, and I still don't think you should, like just like when you try to go in there, be like, no one has any rooms in there, you can't.
If we had literally just removed the 2nd and 3rd floor, we could have just done that, because we could have had the 3 rooms, and then the fire escape, and then just floor 2, because there were 6 rooms. We just the only thing they were used for is like the bloody graffiti.
Yeah, extra graffiti.
Yeah, so we could have acolyte or slave or.
But just why can't you just put all the stairs on the left side so I could just go up and then like go right when I got to the floor I wanted to be on? Like that. I mean, yeah, it definitely has the typical sort of adventure game problem of like event flags dictating everything. I couldn't take the wine before I was supposed to take the wine. But I can't really blame it for that. It's trying to tell a story in an order. The legs showing up at the end was a little like, okay, but whatever. Everything's a leg to me. Me and the text parser.
This is completely unrelated. Just completely unrelated. But what if we put Cabadath, the prince, as a Dead by Daylight killer? I think that'd work.
So, I have a question.
Yes, I may be able to answer it or may not.
What came first, this game or Slender Man?
This game.
Okay.
This game is 2006. Slender Man is around 2010-ish.
All right. Just checking. Is Slender Man in Dead by Daylight?
I don't know.
I mean, because clearly, like, Cabadash here is more suited for it.
Yeah.
So.
And then you could have like a Trilby survivor or a Simone survivor. You know, there's a number of characters you have as a survivor.
Yeah.
Character, but yeah. So we now have. God, how many different names does Cabadath have? 4? 3 or 4?
I mean, yeah, the Tall Man, the Ergot Man, the Prince, Cabadath.
for quite some time, it is like, oh, is that Chazot? And it's like, no, that's
No.
just some guy.
But it let me have it.
It did. You like, God, the command was like stab Chazot or something
Yeah.
like that, and that was good enough.
Yeah. I think I did like a look Chizzo or something, and it gave me the look.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
why I had the noun. But yeah, like stab Chizzo with lockpick. It's good.
Just any offensive action.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
So
I like how I apparently wanted the bad end. That's exactly what the prince wants you to do is murder the people around you. But well,
but yeah, we don't. I don't think in this game we terribly go into a good definition of the difference between body, mind, soul. Mind and soul are in this one. There's the only point where it's even brought up as a difference is like you're stabbed. I'm always in pain, and I guess her tied up in the corner counts. I don't know.
she's girl, so like that means that she has heart.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. Well, okay, Siobhan
Yes,
survived
yes.
this game.
That's what I mean. We don't go into it here, but obviously
Yeah.
it's a very big part in 6.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, speaking of 6, we've got 30 minutes early. We've got a little bit of time.
So when 6 was released, which it had to have been released on July 28th, right? Like, there's no way it wasn't released on. If you were going to release the final game in your series,
Oh, yeah.
about events that always take place on this specific date, you would have to release it on that date.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before the game was released, there were 3 small text adventure prequel bits. Like, they were released before the game, designed to kind of hype up 6 Days of Sacrifice and kind of set the stage a little bit, give us a little bit more information on different things that may or may not matter.
And they're called The Body, the Soul, and the Mind. So we might
Yes.
get some more info on that. But oh no.
Did it lose all the...
It didn't lose all the settings, but it isn't working. Let me
So these 3 have to be opened with I guess.
So yeah, they're
Z
written in
machine
Inform 7 is what it's called. So there we go. And I will give this also to you, Slyo. Hold on. I might break
Excellent.
the videos for a little
January
bit.
25th, that's a mistake. Delay your release 6 months.
Is that, do you have
I can
eyes?
see.
Excellent.
I do have eyes.
All right. So, there's going to be a lot of text here because that's all we got.
That is what we have here.
Oh.
These are small, short text adventure bits that take place. Well, I guess they take place.
They take place whenever they want to. Yeah.
Whenever they want, but yeah.
All right. Your greatest friend Wilbur was murdered by you. Okay, so this is Freeman?
Freehorn.
Freehorn. All right. Yep. Cloud of shot fired from a flintlock pistol. You can still close your eyes and see the flash of powder that changed your life forever. The gun kicking in your hand as its deadly payload was ejected. His body you then butchered. Oh, great.
Had to get rid of it somehow. You didn't want to get taken for a murder charge.
Oh. I mean, marry your best friend. They always say
Yeah.
that.
Well, and like continuing here, every day, and then you laid your hand on the banister as you made your way upstairs. Every time you texture the wood and grain, has reminded you of the axe handle as you held it and brought it down again and again on Wilbur's form, reducing his beautiful hairless body to sweating.
Sweating gobbets of
Goblins
shapeless
of
meat.
shapeless meat. There we go.
It's not word of God. It was in the game.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's
It was
not,
like he murdered his lover, I think is what it
Yeah.
said in the text.
They specifically said it in the text, so.
Uh,
Yeah. Figured back in black, like an elongated shadow at sunset, stretching across the grave. You remember him, too. Or falling to your knees and spouting every plea that came to your mind, desperate to be spared his wrath. Satisfied he vanished, you gradually convinced yourself that he never appeared at all. You supposed Wilbur told his friends and relatives that he had moved permanently to France and allowed yourself to forget. Until he came
until.
back. A year later. Came July 28th, 1779, a year to the day, he came back, peering eyelessly at you from across your bedclothes. The prince, the tall man. Never speaking, rarely moving, but somehow getting his message across with ease. Nor for your life, you, Jack Freehorn. In return for your life, you, Jack Freehorn, owed him and his feted master an obligation. All you had to do is follow their instructions. That was 21 days ago.
Tonight you will complete the task you were given. Perhaps then you will be free. Perhaps after tonight you will sleep easy once more. All right. Yeah, this is written in Inform 7, which is the same engine that Zork was written in, pretty sure.
Yes. Yes.
This is the harpsichord room. You persist in calling it that, even though the titular instrument has long since been smashed to bits.
So we did get rid of it.
Yep. And the curtains. There is a decorative end table, a set of stairs leading to the room above, and we know what this room looks like. A trap door in the floor and a door in the east. Well.
Take rum.
Taken.
Done.
Zork.
Alright, so exits are up.
Yeah, up, down, and east.
And east. Alright.
Maybe it's just decorative.
Yeah, maybe it's decorative.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to know about the trap door. Okay. You've been spending an increasingly large amount of time in the basement. The once intimidating rock walls and ancient foundations of previous buildings now seem familiar and comforting. The only way out is a well-trodden stone steps leading upwards. Dominating the large space of the basement is an unusually oversized coal brazier. Brazier would be very different. To which number 12 is securely chained. A pillar stands ominously in the center of the room. Okay. Well,
we got many things to look at here.
Find ye 12 of impure mind, teach they the pain of fire and flay. When broken they, take up thy blade, then cut they mind and soul away. Place thy blade into the pillar, their mind and soul within shall stay. See, mind and soul, they're together! Mm-hmm. I don't understand the difference. When 12 are dead, take up thy pen, write what ye hear, till ends the day. Well. Okay, maybe I need at. It.
I guess after doing 11 other of these, you start to get a little detached.
So, I think I've done the torture. Do I just need to do the stabbing now?
Do you have a knife?
Yeah, well, I can have a knife.
You have a
blade.
Oh, and there keeps being more bits with number 12 here.
Yeah. I just want to, you know, when broken, I assume they're broken.
Place blade and pillar.
Yeah, so kill them, place blade and pillar, and then
once 12 are dead,
yeah.
start writing.
Well,
is that enough? Well, you do have some liquid courage on you.
Oh, so we do. Yes, fewer cares. Good, 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 good.
Push blade downwards, expertly guiding it between number 12's ribs and into its heart. You hold in place for several seconds, although the heat burns in your hands and blood geysers along the blade. Number 12 shudders, the throes of orgasm before its scream dies a wretched gurgle. Its eyes turn inward. For a moment, the blade appears to glow a ghostly blue.
Oh boy.
All right.
You slide the blade into the slot at the pillar's base, and it glides in smoothly. Almost immediately, arcane symbols appear and disappear on the pillar's surface, each one glowing brightly for a moment before fading away. You find yourself unable to remove your hand from the hilt of the blade as the slot glows white-hot, spits sparks, and a searing pain runs up your arm. After a minute that feels like 10, the lights fade and you are able to wrench your hand away. You clutch your wrist and fall to your knees as smoke rises from the black pictogram that is now permanently scorched in the flesh of your palm. A circle containing 4 triangles arranged in a square. That's the D-pad. As you stare at it, you fancy you can hear voices. A dozen agonized souls screaming in unison, faint and quavering as if trapped in the bottom of a steel well. At first, you think they are coming from the pillar, but it quickly becomes clear they are everywhere, all around you, filling the air and choking you. The voices sing of strange events that have yet to come. A ship, a cursed house, a man in a hat lying dead on a tree stump. A man wrapped head to toe, probably? Head to foot. And bandages, floating a foot off the ground. Words and images fill your mind. Like a pregnant mother, you feel you must let them out. I need to write them down probably in our room. Like,
Yeah.
On the bed is a blank page. You think you may be sobering up.
The bedroom was never well maintained, even when Wilbur was alive.
Cannot bring yourself to care. Yeah, the ancient bed, singular. Fine.
Okay.
The prophecy of Chozo bursts from your mind to the pen. Even as the nib scribbles across the page, you realize the enormous weight of importance carried by the words that you imprisoned in ink. You write. For a day and a night, you fill page after page with prophecy of Chozo. By the end of it, tears are streaming down your face because you know that your obligation is far from fulfilled, and that when you pledged yourself for eternity to the prince, he very much intended to make the most of the offer. Do you want to take this?
Yeah. All right. The Book of the Bridge, Chapter 1. After 10 score years, all was in readiness for the construction of the bridge, and the prince watched as the bridge keepers stood on both sides of the dark ocean, awaiting the time when the great undertaking could begin. To the house of the bridge keeper, which was the mind of the bridge keeper,
You insist?
had come many thieves, and the bridge keeper had borrowed from the power of the prince and thrown down these thieves. And truly did they know the name of the king. But then there was a family of thieves to the house of the bridge keeper, which was the mind of the bridge keeper, and the family of thieves numbered 5. There was the spying thief, who came to the house of the bridge keeper to learn the secrets of the prince and of the order. A pawn of masters who would pervert the glorious scheme of the king. That's different. That's not us.
Oh, the spying thief. Oh.
So, if you remember, there was a man...
AJ. Yeah.
AJ was unknown. There was the covetous thief who came to the house of the bridge keeper for wealth, who cared little of the blackness of his soul. And that would be...
Phil.
There was the thief wife who came to the house of the bridge keeper to corrupt the bridge keeper with her whorish ways. Boy, howdy. Travel the land of the technology, spreading stories and lies of what she found.
Ben. Buddy.
Come on. You can come up with something better for Simone. Like you can say that she was there to further her career.
Yeah, you can call her a liar. That's still a little charged, but like whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
There was the thief's son who came to the house of the bridge keeper in innocence, but the bridge keeper would not spare him. For the children of thieves will live to corrupt the children of the righteous. Lastly, there was the cunning thief, who would not tell of his purpose or name, but the prince gazed upon him, and the prince said, "This cunning thief, who sups with most unworthy company."
We did not sup in that game. I just want to point that out.
Is the one who will guide the bridge keeper to his destiny. And so I will have him spared the wrath of this house. And the family of thieves sat together to dine in the house of the bridge keeper that was the mind of the bridge keeper, and the wrath of the house fell upon.
I actually really like the house of the bridge keeper that was the mind of the bridge keeper as like one unit.
Yeah.
Like that's one word.
Yeah, we are very specifically here drawing a distinction between the mind of the bridge keeper and the soul of the bridge keeper. That's part of what we're doing here.
But yeah, I just love like really long phrases.
Yeah.
Riven the sequel to Mist.
Yes, Riven the sequel to Mist.
But it also does, it does help to establish what we're doing here. You have written the prophecy. Would you like to restore, restart, or quit?
So that's how long these are. They're short bits that are...
I got 20 points.
Yes!
So good at this game.
Points.
Well, that's enough for me, I think. Bye. Sorry, I regret that immediately. Oh, that's showing up on stream. There we go.
Oh, if it wasn't looking at that spot.
No, it was the like load file. The load file screen. Oh no. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. New game.
New game.
The Soul. Okay. January 17th, 2189. So I don't even know where this is relative to 7.
So this is 7 is like 23 something.
Oh yeah.
2356, 23.
Okay.
2382, something.
Sure.
It's 23 something.
Yeah.
So we're
150 years before that or something.
Yeah.
You joined a fad religion because you needed direction in your life and you needed something to do with your free time. That's a terrible reason to join a cult, by the way. Bored.
Bored. I mean, look, it's hard to meet people.
You were so engrossed in attending prayer meetings and other organized events, you didn't notice eyes watching you from the shadows. And then they introduced you to the truth, the true organization behind the faith, the so-called Order of Blessed Agonies. And that was even better. You had always regarded pain with a subdued fascination, even from childhood, testing the very limits of your endurance. And as for purification, you certainly felt you needed that. The initiation was almost complete. You were sore and bleeding from the purification of your body. And you were still dizzy and spaced out from the purification of the mind. Next, they had said, came the soul, the aspect that can only be purified once, the deletion of something close to you, something upon which you relied upon emotionally. You were brought to a featureless white chamber deep within headquarters, and there he was. Don't worry, they had said, we'll make it easier for you. Then they handed you a gun.
Gun. Here's the assessment chamber.
When AJ runs from you at the beginning of 5 days, you look like the tall man.
Do you?
You've got a black thing on your face. If you had a white thing on your face, then you absolutely would. But still, maybe kind of, sort of?
Yeah, at least like at a glance.
Yeah.
And he might be the one who would have knowledge of
Yeah, and you definitely look more like the tall man than like the, you do not have a welding mask.
You don't
on your
have a
head.
welding mask, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you are in an utterly featureless white room. Everything is painted a flat, spotless, shining white. The fluorescent ceiling lights merge seamlessly with the paintwork, brightly illuminating the room. You can't even see where the door was, so utterly flawless is the constant white. Your boyfriend, Jason, is here, gagged and lashed to a chair. Don't worry, you have a gun.
You were carrying a gun. Well.
We don't really need to look at the Jason.
I am betraying my profession here a little bit. Right.
Look at.
I'm sorry. I typed Jason so much.
Oh boy.
Okay, before you found the Order of Blessed Agonies, Jason was the smartest thing that ever happened to you. He was, still is, I suppose, smart, handsome, and tolerant of your eccentricities. I'm guessing he's probably less tolerant at this point. They don't appear to have used much force in capturing him, since his body appears without blemish and unharmed. He is tied to the chair and is staring at you calmly, perhaps assuming by your presence that this is just a joke or sexual adventure. Well,
I'm very sorry, Jason. Oh, you can talk to Jason.
He's gagged.
You could.
No, we can't talk to anyone.
All right, we have a gun.
We don't like the word with. The gun coughs and jumps in your hand. The featureless whiteness of the room is splattered with red. Jason's head hangs forward. Initiates are coming into the room now to congratulate and welcome you, but their voices are faint beneath the sound of blood roaring in your ears. That was 2 weeks ago, and you've not slept comfortably since. The memory of murdering your lover comes back to you in your nightmares again and again. After moving into the female we're a girl. After moving into the female dormitories at Order headquarters, it only took a day for you to realize that becoming a cultist was the stupidest thing you'd ever done. Killing my boyfriend. But,
becoming a cultist.
Oh, this is terrible. The bad nightmares are the ones where you simply relive the murder. The worst are the happy ones. In those, Jason is alive. You never join the Order. The two of you have a wonderful house and a happy marriage. Then you wake up again in the militaristic cot of the Order dormitory, and all you can do is stuff the corner of the pillow down your throat to muffle your sobs. One of those dreams had just jerked you awake. You lay musing on your own foolishness for a while until it became clear that you would never be able to go back to sleep. You decide to pop outside for some fresh air.
Alright, this is a fairly large and elongated room with most of the available space filled by bunk beds. In the twilight, you can just about see the snoring forms of the other female cultists, their chests rising and falling with their breath. A glowing rectangle indicates the presence of a door in the southern wall. That works.
I played sore.
Everything in the Order headquarters was so infuriatingly clean. The floor is shiny and reflective, the walls light and cheerful. Absolutely nothing indicates that it is owned by a murdering, pain-worshipping cult. Double doors on your to your west lead to the courtyard, where ordinary doors lie north, east, and south.
Oh, right. Goodness.
So we just came through north. So.
Yeah.
This is the open-air garden, provided as an area for meeting and relaxation. Benches and picnic tables are provided, deliberately positioned under the boughs of beautifully maintained trees. A row of flower beds run the length of the enclosure, blooming with roses so deeply red that you wonder, stupidly, if Jason's blood was used to water them. An unfamiliar stranger is standing in the center of the courtyard with his back to you.
Fine. We can't talk. Oh, goodness. He's wearing a red robe, which could possibly have once been the robe of a member of the Order. However, the cowl and sleeves appear to have been torn off. His head is completely bald. Suddenly, the stranger turns around. Delia, he says. Delia Renault. You start at his sudden movement, but manage to find your voice. How do you know my name? I know many things, he replies, as though this were an explanation. I also know that you murdered your lover and are filled with regret. You want to redeem yourself, do you not? You wish to be forgiven for the life you stole. All you can do is nod dumbly. How could he possibly know this? You never mentioned your feelings to anyone. I am an enemy of the Order, he continues. My organization is building a case against them. If you can help us, we will protect you. But you must do something for us first. Are you willing? Yes, you say. There doesn't seem to be any point in resisting. Somewhere in the basement of this facility, a special knife is being kept. Freehorn's blade. An artifact the cultists hold in very high regard. I want you to steal it for me, then bring it to me here. Once this task is complete, you'll be taken to a safe house. Is everything clear? There's something about his voice and the way his eyes flash as he speaks. Somehow you know that even had you been a loyal member of the cult, you would still find yourself acceding to his demands. Yes. Then return here when you have the blade. With that he vanishes. Later you find you cannot remember if he left the area by foot or simply disappeared into thin air.
So our description there matching our mysterious
Yeah.
figure at the end of Trilby's notes.
This doesn't actually give our exits, but I'm pretty sure we came in from this way.
Yeah, but yeah, so Freehorn's blade, which we just sort of did stuff with in the last little story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, fine.
All right, you're standing at the top of a wobbly metal stairwell that leads down into the basement of the facility. For some reason, there are traces of sawdust and rock dust up and down the steps. From below, you hear the occasional ominous creak of metal. The door to the rest of the facility lies north.
Down? Bottom of the stairwell.
All right, you are in a small, dingy, connecting hallway. From the undecorated walls and narrow movement space, you get the definite impression of an underground bunker. Although the ceiling is surprisingly high, a set of metal stairs leading back up to the main facility. A set of metal stairs lead back up to the main facility, while metal sliding doors lie to the north and west.
Fuse box.
You are in a room painted a dark gray that seems to have been set aside for security and maintenance. In the corner is a compact monitoring computer with several screens, sort of thing that would be used to operate security cameras. There's also a fuse box nearby, mounted on the north wall. Doors lie east and west. In the corner of the room is a sealed steel barrel.
Okay, Pentrol. Okay. Oh, okay.
No, computer's not working.
All right. This is all bullshit.
There's a barrel that's maybe meaningful.
Yeah.
All right. You're in a broad hallway. Judging by the way it curves, it probably forms a complete circle, although the way north is blocked by construction barriers. The decor in here is less like a bunker and more like some kind of high-tech laboratory with a lot of stained steel and plastics incorporated into the building material. There are doors running along the exterior wall leading south and east, while the corridor continues west. So
we were
now,
east of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So we can go south into a different room. Okay.
Security lock is installed. All right, you are in the southwestern quarter of the wide, curving hallway, which continues east and north. More interestingly, though, is a large, heavy steel door installed in the interior wall to the northeast. The door is extremely heavy, and there doesn't seem to be any visible opening mechanism.
Okay.
The hallway comes to an end here, more construction barriers blocking the way north and northeast. They do, however, leave enough room just about to squeeze through an open doorway to the northwest. This room is still under construction, as the walls and floor are still undecorated concrete. The fact that we've moved 7 times now has me completely mentally lost. But
yep.
That's okay. Exposed wiring dangles from the ceiling, and a stack of ceiling panels in the corner await proper placement. Open doorways leave southeast and northwest.
Oh my god.
Kitchen. This is obviously unfinished, but seems to already be being used by the construction crew as a kitchen. Dusty counters here and a non-functioning refrigerator. A dining table arranged
skewiff
in the corner.
Someone please look that up.
Judging by the rim marks, it's clearly been used for tea breaks. The only doors to the southeast on the counter is a bread knife.
It's a bread knife.
It's a bread knife. That is unlikely to be.
Yeah, that is unlikely to be the knife. British informal, not straight askew. Okay. All right.
East and north here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're back in the hallway. There's the security lock. Barrel. Just use knife, maybe the...
Don't understand use or talk. It's kind of beautiful.
Damn. Yeah. We have 33 points.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of points. Well, we've got more places to go.
Yeah. We have a knife.
Yeah. I'll, You've been here. Well, meadow sliding doors neither the north and west. You went west, so I'll go north. I'll take over the narration so you don't die.
All right.
Oh, there's a small dimly lit room which seems to have been put aside as a museum or display room. Privately, you consider it another testament to the collective self-righteousness of the order. The display seems to be incomplete. The only features are a magnificent painting on the north wall, a pedestal in the very center of the room. The only way out is south. On the pedestal is Freehorn's blade. You can see a page here.
Well, we have a painting to look at, and
That's true.
And a page.
Okay. It depicts the prince, the incredibly tall man in black you have seen in other pieces of Order artwork. He is holding out his arms and standing behind three men. On the left, a youngest man dressed as an 18th century fop. In the center, a dark-haired man in a hat wearing Turn of the Millennium garb. And on the right, a figure you recognize as Garriott, the current administrator of the Order.
All right, another page. I got this one.
Yeah.
All right. The Book of the Bridge, Chapter 2. The spying thief came first to the Bridgekeeper and was greatly consumed with fear. I know you, Bridgekeeper. I know the scheme of the prince that allows you to remain after death. I know that this house is your mind. I know all of this, and I will foil your plan. And the prince knew that the spying thief spoke the truth and allowed the Bridgekeeper to throw down the spying thief. And truly did he know the name of the king. And when he saw what had become of the spying thief, the covetous thief was consumed with fear, and with the fear came rage. I will not follow the spying thief in death. I will not follow. I curse this house and all of us, for in our sin we have cursed ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds like Phil.
Yeah. But the cunning thief was steadfast, and he ignored the ravings of the covetous thief to continue his debauchery with the thief wife and the thief son. And the prince said, I will not allow the cunning thief to disregard the message of the king. His importance is far too great to allow it to slip away, or be corrupted by the foulest of his fellows, so I will make an example for him.
Okay. Well... You stop yourself just in time. Judging by the way the top of the pedestal wobbled as you moved the knife, there's some kind of security mechanism, possibly a weighted one.
Swap?
Yeah, we'll try that next. Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Easy.
Gary went to space. That's true.
Oh my goodness.
So, do we have a... We've got cool knife?
We've got it. Like...
Cool.
Sorry.
Look, Vlad.
It's a blade with two teeth on the end, like a key. Well, the barrel's probably not important. Let's just take the blade.
Yeah, let's just get out to hand this back.
Oh boy.
All right. As you step in the center of the courtyard, you feel a familiar voice directed behind you. You've done well, says the man in red. You spin around, mesmerized by his extraordinary presence. Give me the blade. You nod and hand over the sacred artifact. The stranger holds it in his left hand, feeling the weight before reaching into his robe and producing a second identical blade. Merely trying to look at both blades at the same time causes your eyelids to flicker involuntarily. It is not, you realize, that there are two blades. Both are the same blade, which he is holding in both hands. Then, with no apparent effort on his part, you see only one blade, which he stores in his robe. What happens now, you ask? Now? He seems momentarily confused by the question. Now, your part in the course of destiny is over. You're free to do as you please. Your life no longer has any specific purpose. But it would be certainly possible to exist. But what about the safe house, your organization? You said you would protect me. There is no organization, and no safe house. His image is already fading, taking the blade with him. I apologize for deceiving you, but redemption you seek for your selfish act of short-sighted butchery is not in my or anyone's power to give. Evil like that, Miss Renault, must be suffered for. And then he is gone. In the morning, the disappearance of Freehorn's blade sends a shockwave through the Order of Blessed Agonies. It does not take long for even an amateur investigator to gather evidence needed to convict you. And the thought of what a pain worshiper would do to the person in his punishment sent shivers down your spine. Fortunately, by the time they find you, you are already 6 miles away, fatally crumpled inside of a wreck of a stolen car. The Order of Blessed Agnes, robbed for the second time, bitterly continue their construction. You succeeded in your task.
Well,
Keyblade.
Keyblade. So it's 10:05. Do you wanna start and presumably finish the third text adventure, or leave that to start off the next stream?
I like kind of fitting them all in here. Oh, we have 49 points.
Yeah, we're great at this.
Yeah, I think fitting them all in here will be good.
All right, I will not quit the game then. All right. New game? Yes. So that was the soul, and then this is the mind. February 3rd, 2386.
So this is
This is after 7 days, I
This
think.
is after 7 days, yes.
All right, AD. The double doors of the New Delhi Mental Hospital hiss closed as you step into the lobby. The weight of a mail satchel cuts into your shoulder. Just as you did 20 separate times during the shuttle ride here, you wonder how you got into this mess. The man in red assured you there would be further instructions when you arrived, but hadn't elaborated before disappearing into the shadowy alleyway where he had requested to meet you. You almost didn't take the job. You're not in the business of delivering the parcels of homeless weirdos in tattered rags. But that had all changed when the weirdo had produced a wad of cash as thick as your thumb. We still have cash? Goodness.
Yeah, 400 years later, still have cash.
Had you not been so tired, you would probably have asked where the money had come from, but there was something about the man in red's voice, so smooth and charismatic, impossible to resist. Kind of like what God's voice must be like. Not merely instructing or requesting, but simply stating how things are going to be, like he knew everything. Forget it. Just another job. Get the instructions, deliver the parcel, then enjoy the money and forget about all the weirdos in red.
All right. Everything about the New Delhi Mental Hospital screams surgical. The uncarpeted floor is so sterilized you almost feel guilty walking on it. There are no corners in the architecture. The walls are curved and smooth.
Everything's a hexagon shape.
Painted in insipid pastel blue. The room stretches hugely off in all directions, with the exit doors to the south, an archway labeled Cell Block 1 to the north.
Well,
So we're looking for instructions and
yeah.
what to do with them, so...
Bring you to the hospital and wait to be instructed. All right, well. The room stretches hugely off in all directions.
And we don't want to go north without a reason.
Can I,
there...
like... Oh! Found reception.
You're standing at reception, leaning over the desk with your elbows resting on the surface. Much of the wall before you is decorated with a suitably pacifying work of 2D art. Sitting askew...
Skew.
On
Not
the
skew
reception
with.
deck is a white plastic telephone in the year 2386.
You weren't aware anyone still used audio-only communication.
Up the phone.
You pick up the phone and hold it to your ear. A familiar voice says, "The occupant of cell 105 is the recipient. Do not let the guards see you. You'll receive more money as soon as the parcel is delivered." They hang up before you can say anything, and you replace the handset, baffled.
All right.
Well, do not let the guards see you, huh?
You are in an unfinished north-south corridor. There's a sign on one of the walls. 2 arrows, one pointing south marked lobby. One pointing north says cell block 1. You're standing outside the hugely thick and armored door to a cell marked 101. The corridor continues east and south. There's a dropper built in the cell door. A learned-looking doctor type is here, flanked by a small entourage of youths. Toby, one of the guards, is patrolling here. The doctor seems to be giving a tour of the cell block to his apprentices and is giving a detailed description of the occupant of cell 101.
Well, can we fail? Like, if the guard notices us, can we just go?
Can we save?
Indeed, we can.
Okay.
You can't go that way.
You can't seem to convince him that he isn't covered in crawling insects, says the doctor. We have to constantly keep his fingernails cut just in case he scratches himself severely. That's one of the least popular jobs among the orderlies, I can tell you. The youth titter fondly.
All right.
You're standing outside the hugely thick and armored door marked Cell 102. More cells lie to the east and west. A learned type doctor is here, flying, blah, blah, blah. There's a dropper. I'm afraid most of the rest of the cases in Cell Block 1 are rather textbook. Certainly nothing worth wasting your precious time by giving a full description. The doctor pauses, pushes spectacles back up his nose. There's one exception, however. I think you'll find this the highlight of the tour.
What? Okay.
Cell 103. All of the same.
Yep, and they move
They're
east.
moving east. Cell 104. Doctor and his entourage move east. Good morning, Lionel. Doctor courteously as he passes by the cell door without stopping.
All right.
You're standing outside thick and armored door to cell 105. This is the end of the cell block. The only way to go is to go back west. Alert-looking doctor is here, flanked by a small entourage of youths. There's a dropper into the cell door. Clive, one of the guards, is patrolling it. This, of course, is our resident celebrity, the doctor says the doctor grimly, taking up the position next to the people. Attractive young female student peers at the cell's occupant, and recognition lights up in her face. The Mephistopheles killer.
She has to be attractive, huh?
Yes, you'll remember it was all over the news. Last year, the EFS Mephistopheles was relaunched with a skeleton crew of 6. The appointed ship's counselor was one Dr. Jonathan Somerset, and he reported for duty punctually and on time. The youth draws nearer, like children gathering around Nanny for story time.
Doesn't matter what I do.
A slight perverse smile flashes on the doctor's face. Unfortunately, shortly after the launch, it was discovered that the real Dr. Jonathan Somerset was dead, pushed down a flight of stairs, presumably by the imposter who had taken his place. Off-world security was dispatched to intercept the Mephistopheles. Its last recorded communication was an SOS distress call to the EFS Charisma. By the time off-world security arrived, this man had slaughtered the entire crew. He glances at the sullen prisoner and shakes his head sadly.
We did not.
His name is Malcolm Somerset, replies the doctor, the only son of Dr. Jonathan Somerset. He was a student of psychology at Ganymede University, wanting to follow in his father's footsteps, but he failed the final examination and dropped out. The doctor's eyes never leave the patient in cell 105 through his speech. There's a note of remorse in his voice. It seems becoming a shipboard counselor was his dream. When his father called up, he just couldn't hold in... He just couldn't hold in his jealousy. He just wanted to go into space.
He just wanted to go into space.
The entire of youth in spectacles poses the doctor another question. So, why did he kill the Mephistopheles crew? That's partly why he remains under psychiatric study, comes the answer. It's a complete mystery. His profile was completely inconsistent with a spree killer. The best theory we have is that he was found out and killed out of desperation, but that doesn't explain the demented creativity, the sheer bloodthirsty relish with which his crewmates were slaughtered. The doctor's expression is suddenly very dark. One man was impaled, another was blinded. The first officer had her head twisted right around. Many of the corpses were dismembered and stitched randomly together into Frankenstein-like monstrosities.
It's not my fault.
And he takes a moment to watch the horrified faces of the students and to let them gawk through the peoples, trying to imagine how the silent creature before them could have committed such things. Certainly not the actions of a man simply trying to cover up a far less serious crime. Let's leave him for the moment and move on, says the doctor, as he and the students move westward with obvious haste. Oh, we have to deal with... There's a guard still. We cannot be seen doing this.
I wonder if we maybe just needed to, like, interrupt the thing.
Can we talk to Clive? I don't know if talk
I'm
is...
sure that's a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta
Okay.
follow.
Yeah. The doctor arrives from the west. I
Ha!
made it too fast.
You went.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so now try to.
yeah, okay. We quickly
So
decide
you.
not to deliver just yet.
Okay, so we have to take an action to deal with. Guard.
Parcel.
Distract guard.
This doesn't count, apparently, also. Okay. I mean, we can try. Yeah.
Call guard.
Oh. There we go.
Okay. All right.
You place the parcel in the dropper while no one is looking and slam it shut. Feeling an enormous sense of accomplishment and relief, you exit the cell block and swiftly leave the asylum by the front door. After collecting your fee, you live out the rest of your life in varying degrees of happiness and contentment. Occasionally, the strange man in red and the contents of the mysterious parcel will come to haunt your curiosity, but this is nothing that cannot be swiftly dismissed. You will never know the significance of the role you played in the machinations of destiny.
So mostly here we have the story of Malcolm Somerset,
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory there.
which
Which is mostly just the game. Like, we played it.
Yeah, we played it. We knew that, but we didn't know, like, I had said that
Yeah.
it was his son, but that's, like, we didn't know that until right here. But yeah, this is after the fact. He's been arrested. He's been, you know, he did all 5 of these murders, and they have no idea why, because it does not make any sense.
Right. Yeah, frankly, you will never know the significance of the role you played in the machinations of destiny. That is good end. Yeah.
Yeah, we finally have good end.
Also he paid us. Like, it was like
Money
for task, and just, yeah, we got the money. So good for whoever we are.
We got 39 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's these little setup story bits.
No, these are cute.
Yeah, they're very, you know, we did all 3 of them about 10 to 15 minutes each.
Yeah,
And they're,
about 15 each.
so.
But yeah, they basically just do one thing.
Yep.
But like, yeah, they definitely do give us more info about the cult, right? And we now know that also the guy that we saw at the end of the last game is clearly a big deal.
Right. That character is, you know, in 2 of these 3. And we also have the blade that's in 2 of these. Mm-hmm. And we also have wildly different time frames.
Yes.
Separated
Yeah.
by centuries each.
Are we gonna actually, like, is 7 days a skeptic gonna matter? That's exciting. Played that whole game.
Yeah. We brought it up here. We have like a little
Like, we went through the whole backstory. Like,
right. You know, this little epilogue bit of he was arrested and
committed.
You know, because we literally cannot understand why he would have done all these brutal murders. Terrible.
Which I'm sure he insists he did not do.
He just wanted to go into space.
Just wanted to go into space. And he, like, even was studying psychology. So, like, I mean, sure, he, like, dropped out and wasn't licensed or anything, but, like, he was fine.
Right. He was like, because we had him at the start of the game is him in a session, and like it's going pretty well, you know, talking about a fear that William, the young doctor has about, like, I don't believe that I'm worthy to be on this journey. This is my first. And like, oh no, I can talk a little bit of Yeah, and so but then also like asking very dumb questions about like,
Yeah. Who are you? Who's on the ship? What are we doing here?
yeah, imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that was the guy's problem, wasn't it?
Up until the whole listening to whispers of a idol
Yeah.
to build a body of it. Look, mistakes were made. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, we have just 6 left. 6 is probably that's a 2-stream endeavor. I'm
Oh yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's much like 7. Uh, so yeah,
Well, yeah. I'm. This has been a fun little thing. I do like how, and I think this has been consistent. Is that Yahtzee really likes playing with the, like different formats.
yeah. We've had the last 3 bits here have been wildly different, and like even part of some, a couple of the other games included in that package are like, I'm trying to use AGS to do extremely not AGS
Things it does not
things.
want to do. Yeah,
So
like use AGS to make a stealth game or what have you.
yeah,
I did notice that in the Blackwell Legacy, there's also a part where you need to hide in a shadow so that someone passes you by, someone doesn't notice you. I'm like, was this part of like the like room like structure? Could you put like shadows in it or something? Like
yeah, maybe it's like, okay, you're just not visible here.
yeah, like I'm wondering if there was something about AGS that had a functionality of adding like an alcove or shadows that then people are like, oh, I could use this in my game for a puzzle. Maybe if I had been more familiar with the engine, maybe that would have come to me more easily. But and yeah, like further games of the Art of Theft or whatever, like yeah, just different genres.
Yeah, so
But this was not an AGS game, though. I think you could make a test to enter an AGS if you wanted to, but fuck that. We want to make it an Inform 7, which
Zork, a Z machine.
I mean, I don't think Twine existed at that point. So like, what else are you gonna do?
Oh god, this is a Twine.
Easy.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah. These were fun little things. This is a cute. I think more games should come with teaser 15-minute text adventures.
Yeah,
Like
little, and like the bits we have here. Obviously, we have no context for what the heck 6 is going to have, but like they're very small, disconnected, little, like very tiny strings that connect what we have here, and maybe we can connect them to what we'll get when we start 6.
yeah, I have no idea what to expect for 6. Like at least with Trilby's notes, I could expect Trilby to be part of it.
Right.
But no, I don't know what time frame. I don't know where our characters are. I don't know what's relevant. I have no
I can
idea.
tell you one fact: there will be 6 days.
All right.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, I did. 7 Days a Skeptic did have a prologue day, so
and it also had a couple nothing days. Let's be real.
yeah.
There were like 7 days in name and like 4 days in real, 5 days real.
I mean, I think 5 days. I think had one day that basically didn't count. So
That's true too.
it's
yes.
fine. It's fine. We're having a good time. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll get to that. We'll get to that next week. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, thank you for joining me, Slayo. Thank
Yeah.
you, chat, hanging out.
Hope y'all had fun with the end of Trilby's notes and these little prequels to 6.
We got to this image. So happy about
did.
that. All right.
All right.
Good night.
All right, everybody.